Let me tell you the story of how my brothers were misdiagnosed. In 2019, my parents were really worried about my brothers. At that time, they had 2 years old and they didn't speak, not even a single word. That is not a normal situation. So they decided to take them to the doctor, a pediatrician. The pediatrician sent them to the psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist said that they had an oppositional challenging disorder and hyperactivity. And the solution for that was to medicate them with a sedative. My parents thought that their diagnosis had no relation with the symptoms, but as they had no knowledge about it, they decided to believe the doctor. After a few weeks of being medicating my brothers, my parents still didn't see any change on them. So they decided to go to another psychiatrist for a second opinion. That psychiatrist said that the previous diagnosis was wrong because the symptoms didn't match with it, and that he suspects that it can be a type of autism. But to be sure, he had to make a monitoring, and he did it, confirming his suspicions. My name is Valentina Gomez. I'm studying medicine, and this story led me to a single and notorious problem, which is the inefficacy of the Colombian health system. Although Colombia has one of the most complete coverage of health system in America with a 95% of coverage, as you can see on the first graphic, the users don't feel satisfied. The survey these graphics are based on have 5 questions answered by 10 people between 14 and 37 years old. The second graphic speaks for themselves, showing that the users feel that the situation is caused by the inefficiency and corruption of the Colombian health system. So, what this means in terms of money is a huge loss. Because of this situation, in Colombia exists a lack of guarantee to good quality health. And what does that problem mean? First, we have to understand what is the human right to health. The human right to health means that everyone in the world has the same right to be assessed with the highest standard of medical services, food, conditions, and environment, in order to guarantee the highest physical and mental health. So, that means that the ones which determines if a health system is fulfilling with the human right to health is the health service user, and the users of the Colombian health system are not satisfied. So, that means that the Colombian health system is not fulfilling with the human right to health. However, what is the principal representation of the health system in Colombia? The EPS. EPS is an acronym that in Spanish means Health Promoting Entity, and are the companies in charge of providing medical services. So, they are the ones which have direct contact with the health service user, and they are the ones which are causing the problem. In order to solve this problem, the solution I propose is the implementation by the state of economic sanctions if users file complaints due to bad health service. So the state can have clear knowledge about what is going wrong with the health services. The lack of guarantee to good quality health in Colombia is a problem that needs to be solved as fast as it can be. And the solution I propose in a future may contribute to make the Colombian health system better. Finally, this speech is a call for everyone to take actions in order to try to solve the Colombian health system problem, because the right to good quality health is a fundamental right that needs to be protected by the state and by everyone, and it is our duty to enforce it through the contribution of new ideas and solutions.